Did Faith Evans, Biggie's wife, really have an affair with Tupac, his arch rival? That's the question that has been at the heart of one of the biggest controversies in hip-hop history. Faith Evans, the first lady of Bad Boy Records, was married to the Notorious B.I.G, one of the greatest rappers of all time. But in the midst of their marriage, a storm was brewing. The East Coast-West Coast rivalry was at its peak, with Biggie representing East Coast and Tupac Shakur, another legendary rapper, representing West Coast. The rivalry was not just musical, it was personal, and right in the middle of it was Faith Evans. Rumors started swirling. They said Faith was having an affair with Tupac, Biggie's biggest rival. It was a claim that shocked the hip-hop world. Here was a woman, married to an East Coast icon, allegedly involved with a West Coast icon. It was a scandal that added fuel to an already raging fire. But was there any truth to it? Faith has always denied it, maintaining that while she knew Tupac, there was no affair. Tupac, on the other hand, claimed otherwise. In fact, he boasted about it in his diss track, Hit 'Em Up, where he infamously rapped, "I slept with your wife, you fat mother." But that's just one side of the story. There are theories that suggest the whole thing was a setup, a ploy to escalate the East Coast-West Coast rivalry. Others believe it was all a misunderstanding, a result of miscommunication and misinterpreted actions. The truth? Well, it's as elusive as the feud itself. It's buried deep within the annals of hip-hop history, shrouded in mystery, intrigue, and speculation. And it's a story that continues to captivate and divide hip-hop fans to this day. So, what do you think? Was there really something going on between Faith Evans and Tupac? But who exactly is Faith Evans, the woman at the center of this controversy? Born in Florida and raised in New Jersey, Faith Evans was no stranger to the hardships of life. Her voice, a blend of gospel-infused soul, would become her ticket out of her tough surroundings. She started singing at church at a young age, and her talent was undeniable. Before long, she was gracing the stages of local talent shows, and it wasn't long before she got her big break. In the early 90s, Evans was discovered by music producer and future husband Christopher Wallace, better known as the Notorious B.I.G or Biggie Smalls. She quickly rose to prominence after signing to Bad Boy Records, a label synonymous with the East Coast hip-hop scene. Her debut album, Faith, was a commercial success, solidifying her place in the music industry. However, it was her tumultuous relationship with Biggie that often stole the headlines. Their marriage was filled with highs and lows, marked by Biggie's infidelity and their shared struggle with the fast-paced music industry lifestyle. Despite these challenges, they remained a powerful force in the hip-hop world, their love story becoming a symbol of the East Coast hip-hop scene. But Faith was more than just Biggie's wife. She was a powerhouse vocalist, a talented songwriter, and a pivotal figure in the East Coast-West Coast rivalry that dominated the hip-hop scene in the 90s. Her ties to Biggie and Bad Boy Records positioned her at the heart of this feud, her life and career forever intertwined with this era of hip-hop history. Despite the controversy, Faith Evans has always maintained her innocence and continues to make her mark in the music industry. Her legacy extends beyond the headlines, her music a testament to her talent and resilience. So now that we've delved into the life and career of Faith Evans, we're left with a question. Do you believe Faith Evans was just a pawn in the larger East Coast-West Coast rivalry? And then there's Tupac, the legendary rapper who supposedly had an affair with Faith Evans. Born as Tupac Amaru Shakur in East Harlem, New York City, he was named after Tupac Amaru II, an 18th century political leader in Peru who was executed after leading an indigenous uprising against Spanish oppression. Tupac's upbringing was anything but ordinary. His parents were active members of the Black Panther Party, and their influence played a significant role in shaping his worldview. He was introduced to the harsh realities of life at a young age, and these experiences found their way into his music, making it raw, real, and relatable. Tupac was not just a rapper, he was a poet, a philosopher, an actor. He was a multifaceted artist with an intense passion for expressing the struggles and dreams of his community. His music was his weapon, and he used it to fight against the injustices he saw around him. But let's not forget his rivalry with Biggie, a feud that would go down in history as one of the most intense in the hip-hop world. Biggie and Tupac were once friends, but as their careers took off, so did the tension between them. Their rivalry was more than just a personal grudge. It symbolized the East Coast-West Coast hip-hop rivalry that dominated the 90s. And amidst all this, there were whispers, rumors of an affair between Tupac and Faith Evans, Biggie's wife. A controversy that added fuel to an already blazing fire. Tupac himself claimed to have been involved with Faith, a statement that sent shockwaves through the hip-hop community. Tupac's life was tragically cut short in September of 1996, when he was gunned down in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas. He was only 25 years old. His death left a void in the music industry that can never be filled. Tupac was a complex character. Do you think he would have been involved with Faith Evans? This controversy wasn't just a tabloid fodder, it had a major impact on the hip-hop community. Let's delve into how the Faith Evans-Tupac controversy sent shockwaves through the hip-hop world. It wasn't just a storm in a teacup, it was a hurricane that uprooted the very core of the music scene. Picture this. Hip-hop in the 90s was already split into two factions, the East Coast and the West Coast. Each side had its own unique style, its own rhythm, its own swagger. But with this controversy, the rivalry escalated to a whole new level. It was no longer just about who had the better beats or the slicker rhymes, it was personal. It was about loyalty, about honor. The East Coast-West Coast rivalry was no longer a friendly competition. It became a bitter feud, fueled by personal vendettas and a desire for revenge. The controversy, in essence, transformed the hip-hop landscape from a playground into a battleground. But it didn't stop there. The controversy also heavily influenced the music of the time. Lyrics became sharper, edgier. They were no longer just about the hustle, the struggle, or the celebration of life. They became about the fight, about standing up for one's crew, about protecting one's turf. Artists on both sides started using their music as a platform to air their grievances, to call out their rivals, to tell their side of the story. The controversy gave birth to a new era of hip-hop, one that was raw, unfiltered, and unabashedly confrontational. The Faith Evans-Tupac controversy might have started as a personal dispute, but it ended up changing the face of hip-hop. It turned the genre into a mirror that reflected the harsh realities of life, the pain, the anger, the desire for retribution. All in all, the controversy did more than just stir the pot. It set the entire kitchen on fire, and out of that fire, a new form of hip-hop was born. One that was more intense, more aggressive, more real. How do you think this controversy changed the course of hip-hop history? The Faith Evans-Tupac controversy is one of the most intriguing stories in hip-hop history. Now, we've delved deep into this narrative, we've explored the lives of Faith Evans and Tupac, and we've examined the impact of this controversy. It's clear that the ripple effect of this story has significantly shaped the course of hip-hop in ways we continue to feel today. Looking back at the life of Faith Evans, we see a woman of strength, of talent, and of resilience. She navigated a complex and often tumultuous world of fame with grace and determination. Her story is one of triumph over adversity, and her influence in the music industry cannot be overstated. Then we have Tupac, a figure whose legacy is etched in the annals of hip-hop history. His story is a poignant reminder of the struggles, the passions, and the raw talent that defined his life and career. His connection with Faith Evans, however controversial, is a significant chapter in his narrative. The controversy surrounding their relationship, whether real or imagined, had a profound impact on their lives and the entire hip-hop community. It sparked debates, fueled rivalries, and added an additional layer of complexity to the already intricate tapestry of hip-hop history. But let's remember, this story is more than just about controversy. It's about two individuals living under the spotlight, trying to navigate the pressures and expectations that come with fame. It's about the power of perception and the consequences of rumors. It's about how stories can be twisted and turned until they become something else entirely. As we wrap up, I invite you to ponder on these points. Think about how this controversy has shaped the narrative of hip-hop. Consider the lessons we can learn from their experiences. And most importantly, appreciate the music and talent that both Faith Evans and Tupac brought into our lives. Thank you for watching. Do you have any thoughts on this controversy? Drop your comments below, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with your friends.